What is up, all my fellow weebs and weebettes? It is I, Anime Alex, back again with another build video. Today we are checking out my longsword build because I finally got it all together yesterday. And just like my previous build video on my Pierce LBG, I'll have the god roll in the beginning, and then towards the end I'll show you a budget build. And yeah, if you didn't check out that video, go check out that video. The link will be in the description. Let's get into it. So, obviously, we are using Gogmazios, Longsword. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Where's our roll? There's our rolls. We are using the element focus. If you are like me and you only wanted to craft one longsword because you don't really want to go through the hassle and trying to craft 5 different perfect longswords, then this just use the dragon element. Status isn't really that great anymore, and because it takes longer to proc, especially on the higher level hunts, and when you do proc it, you only get 1 proc, or maybe 2 if you are blast. Dragon, if you look on the monster weakness charts, dragon element is a common weakness, at least maybe not the main weakness, but definitely the secondary weakness to a lot of high ranking or high level hunts, such as Omega. Even though Omega's main weakness is thunder, his secondary weakness is dragon. Gogmazios, weak to dragon, as we know, even though you use fire to soften him up, but in the last phase, you need to use dragon element to hit the elemental check. Rathalos is weak to dragon. We have the 9-star Rathalos comes out that just came out. I believe Laggy is secondary weak to dragon, while his primary is weak to fire. So you get the gist. Our active skills are Ebony Odegaren's power in Lord Soul. This grants us access to burst boost level 1 within our build, and our reinforcement bonuses are 2 attack boost 3s, 1 sharpness ammo boost EX, and 2 attack boost EX. So 4 attack rolls, 1 sharpness roll. We get a ton of sharpness from it, and a bunch of attack, obviously. And our build that we are using is Lagaya Chris Helm Beta, Dahad Shardmail Gamma, Ebony Braces Beta Transcendent, Dahad Shard Coil Gamma, Lagaya Chris Greaves Beta, and then down here to our Golden Age Charm, we have a Master's Touch Weakness Exploit level 1. This is a God Charm. If you don't have the God Charm, like I said, I made a budget build. Going on to the decorations for this, we're using 2 Tenderizer Jewels. We're using 2 Tenderizer Jewels, 1 Mighty Jewel, 3 Counter Jewels, and 3 Sheath Jewels, and 1 X. And we are using 1 Expert for the Talisman, either a Crit Jewel 3 and a Crit Jewel 2, or you could be like me and just flex and have double Crit Jewel 3s to overcap crit boost. And then we use Expert Jewel 3 for Crit Eye level 4. Now, if you don't want Crit Eye level 4, you can use Attack Boost level 3, an Attack Jewel 3 up here, and Attack Jewel 1 right here for Attack Boost 4. The reason why I opted for Crit Eye level 4 is because when I was running the calculations, when Lagaya Chris's Azure Bolt 1 drops and you don't have latent power up, you suffer a huge damage decrease when you don't crit. But when you do have latent power and Azure Bolt up, you do get access to higher damage numbers, because regardless if you do use Expert Jewel 3 or the Crit Eye 4 skill, You will reach 100% affinity with this build, but the 100% affinity with this build is very circumstantial. Azure Bolt 1 only lasts for 20 seconds and it goes on a 30-second cooldown timer, so it has significantly less uptime than Gormagala's Black Eclipse or like Frenzy Antivirus combination. And lane power only activates 2 minutes within the hunt, and if you're on faster hunts it's pretty much never going to activate, or if you do activate it, then if it's on a longer hunt, let's say like Omega, AT, Dahad, or Gogmazios, then the lane power effects will just kind of keep on teetering. Now, granted, I think the main reason why we're using Legiacris is actually for the the Azure Bolt 1 procs, just for extra damage. As you see, we're not using one level of flare in this build. I would say flare level 1 is actually a really good build, but definitely I wouldn't choose flare level 1 over consistent crits. In this set right here does give you consistent crits. Crit I level 4 gives you 16% affinity, while you're getting 60% affinity from both Maximum Might and Weakness Exploit, and then Agitator comes in to round it out to 90% of like 91% affinity, and then either Lane Power procs and you're at 100% affinity, or Azure Bolt 1 procs and you're at 100% affinity for 20 seconds, whichever, or but technically 101%, but that's how I'm playing it, is just for the consistent procs. If you are okay with the Laden Power and Azure Bolt 1 procking to give you 100% affinity, then swap out the Expert Jewel 3 or Attack Jewel 1 for more damage. Coming over to the budget build, we're using our same Longsword, obviously. This budget build is only in case you roll Ebony Odegaren's power and no Lord Soul. The changes we make to the armor are Ray Sandhelm Gamma Head, Udra Myremail Gamma Chest, and Uthduna Wildgreed's Gamma. By the way, on the last build, if you don't have Dahad Shard, if you don't have Shard Mail Gamma from Dahad, you can also use Udra Myremail Gamma. It's the same skills. Obviously, you just swap the challenge, the Agitator skills and the Counter-Strike skills around. But back to this. We're also using Ebony Braces Beta Transcendent in Legiacris Coil. This gives us actually a lot of comfort. We have Quick Sheath already baked into Uthduna Wildgreed's Gamma, so we're able to throw in Speed 3 on the Decos, and we are able to put in 1 level of Flare, and we're also able to put in 1 level of Ambush, and our charm is the craftable charm Agitator or Challenger 3 charm. So we have maxed out Agitator, maxed out Weakness Exploit, maxed out Counter-Strike, maxed out Max Might, maxed out Quick Sheath, your choice of Speed Eating level 3 or Divine Blessing level 3, whichever you want to go. Or actually, no. We have Divine Blessing level 1 actually baked into the build due to the arms. So I would probably always say go Speed level 3. I mean, if you want Divine Blessing level 3, then go do that, and then put adaptability or shockproof, whatever you want, Blind Seer. But this is how I set up mine. And then for the spare 2 slot, I just put an Ambush. I think that's like the only heal damaging ability and skill I could put. If you want to put evade extender on it, then you can also put the jumping decoration, but for now I just put an ambush just in case to get more ambush procs. But this is for your budget build, just in case if you only hit Odegaren's power. Obviously, the crucial weapon skills or critical jewel 3s, a critical jewel 2, or another critical jewel 3, and a mastery 3. Crit boost 5, master's touch. This build only gets you up to 90% affinity after Azure Bolt 1 procs, so it's kind of meh in that category, but it makes up for it with 1 level of flare, so you get a lot of good burst procs off of the tenderized zones, which allows you to keep up your red gauge, which allows you to keep up your red gauge. And I mean, the added ambush is also good just for like those faster hunts where you're just trying to speed run. So in that scenario, the budget longsword build isn't that bad. Coming back over to my actual longsword build, one thing that I would like to notice, if you don't have the golden age charm and you do have the god roll on the headsman's hamas, you could also just throw in I believe you could just throw in the challenger charm, swap out Dahad. No, not the challenger charm. You would just swap out the weakness exploit charm. Yeah, you would swap out the weakness exploit to the craftable weakness exploit charm, put 1 tenderizer in, and then you would also have 1 level of flare, and then obviously you put the master's touch in weapon, so you can also do it like that. Again, you will get 100% affinity utilizing that combination. It's just, like I said, it is more situational due to latent power and Azure Bolt having to proc at the same time. And throughout the hunt, it's much less. It has a much less lower uptime than Black Eclipse. So again, this is why we use crit I level 4 to circumvent that, and just to get us to 90%, 91% affinity throughout the whole hunt, mainly. And that is the build. I hope y'all enjoy. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how the build's working out for you. If you have any other additional tips or skill interactions, let me know down in the comments below. And check out my previous videos. With all that being said, peace out, all my fellow weebs and weebettes.